Facilities management is shifting to a new paradigm. As veteran professionals bring decades of wisdom, a new generation is entering with fresh perspectives and digital know how. But what happens when these two worlds collide?
There can be this gap between, I talk about knowledge and wisdom, right? So the older managers, the older leaders have so much wisdom that they can share, but they also have to come to the realization that, oh, wait, the younger generation might not have the knowledge and the experience, but they have some really cool new ideas about technology, about how things could be done to make things different.
This gap can lead to miscommunication or can birth new opportunities. The difference comes down to how teams choose to engage with one another.
Communication, I think, is number one. I think the ability to communicate in the facilities management, being able to say, um, and communicate is not just talking, it's listening, right? So let me listen to your ideas. Let me listen to what you need and how I can help you. And let's communicate and talk about and problem solve so that if there is a problem in the facilities area, if there is something that breaks down, if there is a system that is not as efficient as it could be, how can we communicate and work with each other so that we appreciate each other?
Katie, bridging the gap isn't about eliminating differences. It's about building stronger teams and bonds.
I think mentoring is a great opportunity. The thing that we need to start doing is the reverse mentoring. So going back to my first point of like having that um, a more experienced facilities manager and a brand new facility manager. So maybe it's mentoring where the experience helps the apprentice, right? Which is the typical way of putting things together. But I think there has to also be that openness to for reverse mentoring where the apprentice helps the master, right? And so you learn from both ways.
Organizations that embrace this mindset create environments where every generation thrives, from seasoned vets to first timers.
I also think another thing is making sure at the table, and I talk about this all the time with anyone in any situation, is putting different generations at the same table. So different experience levels, different generations, so that it's not an us versus them, but it's a team atmosphere of a we. We are going to make this the best facility we possibly can.
Katie's message to the next generation stepping into leadership is clear. Don't be afraid to take it on.
A couple of things. One, give leadership a chance. Two, seek someone out that you do respect, that you do think is a good leader, and talk to them. Go to coffee with them. Ask them questions. Asking questions is the best thing we can do to learn and understand people and what they do and how they do it and why they do it. So being open-minded to ask questions, give leadership a try. And I think one of the things that is so important is to remember that as a new leader, you're not going to know everything, and that's okay. You're going to mess up, you're going to fail, but that's okay because that's also how we learn. So don't be afraid to take those risks because we need you.
And her message to veteran leaders, keep an open mind.
Give it a try, take some risks, listen to the younger leaders. They might have some really good things about technology and new ways of doing things. Be open to that. So I think that younger leaders take the risk, try it. Older leaders also be that mentor.
The generational gap in facilities management doesn't have to divide. With respect, mentoring, and open minds, it can ignite the spark that builds stronger teams for the future.